Motion to suspend the rules. I knew it.
Okay, so we have a motion on the table that we're going to have a crossfire debate between these two. So would the nation second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And all those opposed? The tiny screen. Oh, well, it was going to be a crossfire. So this is Crossfire with Zeshawn, Abid, and Ryan Luchs. Head to head. So Ryan, I got the book right here.
That's true.
What do you suppose we do with the elders? If I'm not, well, I'm gonna consider myself I because I'm Stephen Colbert. We're just like together mentally.
We've already put them in. We've already put them in nursing homes, and for the most part, to isolate them. We need to take it a step further. We need anti-social security.
I believe the same thing. What do you suppose we do with all the money?
Well, let's see. We've got about 150 countries. They got resources. Pick and choose.
Well, first off, I believe they should all drill for oil. I think we're wasting our technology. I think we should put them in scuba diving suits, send them down, find Osama first, and then they will offshore drill for us. What that will do is eliminate BP, because, I mean, although we love BP and spilling oil, I think they messed up too many times already. So I think we should just
Not to mention, we need to, BP, British Petroleum, we need to make that petroleum American again.
And that's why I'm an American, and so can you. So, what about all these homosexuals? What do you believe we do with them?
I don't see sexuality, just as Stephen Colbert doesn't see race. So I can't really give you a good opinion on that.
I think to test, there's 3 tests for homosexuality, but I'll only go over one right now. You need to walk up to the mirror, and we're all heterosexuals, first of all. When you walk up to the mirror, you look in the mirror and you say, you're gay. And if you get angry, you should be angry, because if you don't nod your head, you'll be super angry. Now this will all make sense, because when I look in the mirror and I say I'm gay, I just go like this. And then right after that I get really angry at myself, because we're having a war against the war gay. Why do homosexuals have that happiness word? Like, I want to be extremely gay, but at the same time I just can't do it because they stole the word. So my first thing would be is, as God's creation, the first thing we should do is be American. And as an American, there's no such thing, no more greater happiness than just being gay. What do you think, Ryan?
Let's not forget at how happy some of our candidates are. Look at how gay some of these candidates are. Not Rick Santorum. He clearly has something against happiness.
Clearly.
So we can't call him gay because clearly he doesn't want to be happy. However,
do you think Mitt Romney switches between gay and, like, because I know he's not very stable with his policies, so do you think he chooses, like, one day he wakes up, I'm gay, the next day he's just like...
Well, he can be stable some days. He's stable on one day, but then he's a flip-flopper the next day. He goes back and forth.
Does he know he flip-flops, or does he just flip-flop without knowing?
I don't know what kind of shoes he wears.
Definitely a question to answer. Now, what do you think of all this science bogo jumbo stuff? Because I am a firm believer in science, but at the same time, I feel like science was brought down by the Mayan gods to create these liberals and have them project these arguments. Because I feel like the more data, science, facts we have, the less we actually think.
Well, not all science is bad. And pharmaceutical science is great. After all, look at Prescott Pharmaceuticals and the incredible products that they advertise on Cheating Death with Dr. Stephen T. Colbert, DFA.
I couldn't agree more.
I personally am still waiting on a shipment of facts that you don't want to know. You're not familiar with Vaxa you don't want to know?
Well, the thing is, I've taken Vaxa you don't want to know, and I don't like to admit it. But the first thing I'd like to say is, after cheating death, seeing that the swine flu has been a great issue, I feel like science has, all these liberals have created this deviation.
And don't get into the swine flu. Ooh, I can't be involved with any discussion that involves pork. I'm Jewish.
Oh.
I can't talk about swines. I'm sorry.
Well, seeing that happens, that is why the liberals have covered up the swine flu and acted like it never existed, which I believe we all have the swine flu and we're going to die in 10 years. Now that I put that out there,
10 years? We're not going to make it 10 months. Have you forgotten Quetzalcoatl Man?
You see, in this day and age, all these liberals have mind-boggled me. I mean, what's up with all the schooling system, teaching and actually learning? What's up? I remember the good old days where my daddy could just walk outside, pay a couple of $1 million, toss it a couple here and there, talk to the NASCAR head and say, you know what, my son wants to go to Stanford and throw some money and I'm in. What actually happened is affirmative action. I believe this is reverse discrimination.
Hold on. You're talking about getting into Stanford? A major college? What kind of a snob are you?
I am so sorry, but the thing is, I feel like this affirmative action, this reverse discrimination, is actually terrible. I want to be the one that's discriminating, not them.
Well, you clearly do have some very discriminating tastes.
Well, I personally don't feel like my discrimination matters, because I obviously see people as no race, or just race. By that I mean white or not white. Sorry. Awkward.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want me to interject with some comment about Herman Cain there?
I was expecting someone about polygamy or something.
Well, I've already covered polygamy to an extent, and how Stephen Colbert has a higher approval rating than it.
Well, who do you think would be better then, Stephen Colbert or Herman Cain? Because I feel like if he can keep all women in check at the White House, Herman Cain would be a good candidate. They would all be afraid of him, and just like I said, instilling fear is the best way to rule a country.
The thing is are we sure that we want to spend the money adding in 3 extra rooms for women in the White House? Oh, what? Each room having 9 of Herman Cain's staffers in it.
Well,
room 1, 9. Room 2, 9. Room 3, 9. We don't need that kind of 999.
but the thing with it is,
Are you recording this, Kent?
Yes.
Oh, God. You couldn't have recorded my opening speech.
Nope.
I spend a week preparing for that. Nobody records it.
Ryan, I got you, buddy.
This is going
You got it, Anthony?
Yeah.
All right. Somebody recorded my opening speech.
This is going on YouTube as soon as I get home and Reddit.
9, 9.